So hello everybody, welcome back. I actually had to make a list about this one because now I'm going to talk to you about the hidden parts about food. These are the things that you really you are going to need to have a hell of a lot of awareness to handle this one, because most people will go through it and then adapt, but then it's kind of like you consider this, but other people that are in other places will not consider this because it's not normal. So since food is going to have a new kind of normal thing, a new kind of normal aspect, a new kind of normal economy kind of thing, then this new normal is now normal for us. So it's difficult to explain this to other people. So before I continue, I wanted to remind you that down below is my email in case that you want to help me out. You can do that by sending an Amazon gift card or by a PayPal account. And you can also get my books in Gumroad. And I do have an Amazon wish list. I think I have 2 or 3 videos about that one. Not sure how that one works, but anyway. So here I go. So number 1, I think that you might be miscalculating the amount of trays that you're going to need when you're handling food. The reason for that is because when you are handling food, you might not necessarily be, on the table. You may be on your bed. You may be, sitting in the couch while you're eating, because the dynamics of you eating might be affected by you being sick, you being tired, you celebrating, because let's say that it's Mother's Day and the kids are preparing breakfast and they need to carry the food towards your bed. So you might want to consider that one. Trays are also very important, because if you have a meeting with a lot of people, you might want to get it in the outside of your house, like the backyard or something. And it's more difficult to carry hot things, in a plate without a tray. So you might want to check the ones that you already have, because if you're going to get those trays later, they are going to be expensive, and sometimes you will not be able to find them, because trays may be considered like a luxury. So, and if you're a person that likes designs and colors and stuff like that, and, so you might want to reconsider that one, Also because if the trays are plastic or stuff, they might break. Now, I am going to talk to you about something that is I don't know how to put it, so I'm going to just try to go along with this thing. So here is the deal. When you eat, you need to go to the bathroom, right? Like, pee and, number 2 or whatever. And sometimes you really want to go in your house and not, in other places. And sometimes you don't even want to go in your house because you don't have water. So let me explain this. Let's say that your husband needs to get gasoline. So, yeah, today is Friday. And let's say that you're expecting the gasoline to arrive on Tuesday. Yes, I mean that. So, if you're expecting the gasoline to arrive on Tuesday, yeah, you probably need to start making the line right now. So, your husband is going to go, take the freaking car, and then stay there until Tuesday. Now, I have a question. Does your husband, how many times does he go to the bathroom in a normal basis? Because, if he goes to the bathroom twice, how the hell is he going to go to the bathroom? if he's going to stay in the car or around the car or, whatever, from Friday until Tuesday. And that is if he gets the gasoline that day. So, yeah. And I know he's a guy, okay, because, he has a penis or whatever, but he can pee in the middle of the road. By the way, that's what people are going to be doing. But how the hell is he going to poop? Now, at this point, if you prepare food that has fiber or it's moving your poop inside of your stuff, yeah, that guy is going to need to go to the bathroom twice or sometimes, even 3 times in a day. And especially if he's sick with diarrhea or whatever. So how the hell is he going to do that? If he's supposed to be in the car, watching for the car, and this is a highway or something. It's not like you can go to make a line inside the mall where you're uncomfortable. So to handle this, you need to have 2 things. Number 1, it's the hydration serum powder thing. That one, my God, if you don't have at least, and I do mean a freaking list, 200 of those things for a couple and a kid, I will recommend having 200 for the whole year. If you do not have 200 of those serum packages things, then yeah, you might find yourself in a very hard position, especially if you get sick with the water or whatever, because every time that the kid has diarrhea, then it's a kid. You need to have him hydrated. And if you have a husband that is, having problems with hydration and diarrhea, come on, he's a guy. Guys do not handle pain the way that we do. And guys are kind of like, oh my God, I'm going to die kind of thing. I have a diarrhea. And yeah, kind of like that. So, yeah. And if you have your period and on top of that you have diarrhea, oh my God, then yeah, no. Hell no. You need at least 200 of those things. The hydration powder thing that so if he's going to go to the freaking line, you want to have him, you want to send him in the car with hydration powder so that he can take one and then he doesn't need to drink, several times, because the more that the people drink, the more that they need to pee. And if he is peeing in the middle of the road and he's with his pants down, yeah, somebody can come near him or whatever, and he's with his pants down. There is a reason why people say, don't let it cut with your pants down. Yeah, kind of like that, because men are vulnerable when they are doing that. So you want to try to avoid that, and you need to have him hydrated. So that is going to help you. Number 2, about this one, the same thing, the same topic, is because when you are in a car, most people are assuming that because you're resting, you are, resting. So basically you are hydrated and stuff. Oh, hell no. Because when you are in a car, you are actually sweating more and you're actually going to be more dehydrated, and the temperature is not going to be the same, especially if you're not with the car turned on and with the air conditioner at the fullest or whatever. So, oh, hell no, you need to have the guy hydrated. And guys, half of the people, I'm not going to say guys or girls because, it's kind of like a half-half thing. So you want to have hydration because half of the people have a hell of a lot of problems because they do not drink enough water. So on top of the fact that you are not drinking water normally, now people are going to avoid it unconsciously or consciously or whatever because you don't want to go to the bathroom. So you need the hydration powder because of that. Now, like I said, you want to have 200 for a family of 3. If you have more, for a whole year, and I am assuming that you're not going to do, you're not going to be sick all the time, and I am assuming that you are the type of person that kind of drinks water. If you never drink water or your husband never drinks water, then that amount of serum should be 400 instead of 200. Because, especially with guys, because guys are going to have a hell of a lot of problems with kidney stones and stuff like that because they don't drink water. And the reason why some men have high blood pressure is not because of their heart or their circulatory system. Because, guys usually do exercise a hell of a lot than women do. They have this problem because of kidney issues. So if you have high blood pressure, you need to check your kidneys, because sometimes your kidneys will go higher on the heart and stuff. And then at this point, you might need more serum than before. So I don't know. I mean, check with your doctor about that topic. But I'm telling you that, hydration is like one of those topics that goes, it goes with your health, and it goes with your food, and it goes with your inventory for the freaking powder things. And it also goes to the sanitation part, because if you don't know, I'm going to talk to you about what happens when you're in a line and then you get hungry. If you are hungry and there is someone in the line, because there will be, and a hell of a lot of people will make money and will make a living out of this. Let's say that, like your husband arrived on Friday and it is 6 p.m. So you are there, you're bored and whatever. And somebody comes along and says, "Hey, I'm selling ice cream. Do you want some?" And the guy's like, "Oh my God, yes." So yeah, people are going to spend a hell of a lot of money in food that is outside of your control. And when that happens, that food may or may not be done with potable water, and may or may not be, done with sanitation things. Sometimes they will sell you things that are come in packages. So, at this point, you might want to reconsider, the part about you having medicine for stomach issues and whatever. And at that point, I can assure you that you will have more hydration problems, because people are going to be eating things that they're buying in the lines, because, you're in a freaking line. For drinking in the lines, I also recommend, because, about, before my daughter was born, about 8 years ago, no, I'm sorry, about 5 years ago, 6 years ago, when my daughter was a baby. Yes, about 6 years ago, we could buy coffees that came in a tin, in the metal container. You just grab it, and you can take it anywhere because it is in a metal container, and basically it is protected. But that is like non-existent. I haven't seen any of those things like coffee or energy drinks or whatever that comes in that kind of packaging, because it's too expensive. So if you know that you're going to be making lines, and you know that your husband, or hell, for all I know, yourself, are consuming a hell of a lot of coffee, and you are already preparing coffee in a thermos and it is hot. However, there are special kind of coffees like mochaccino or whatever, and sometimes you may need them to be cold or whatever. So for that purposes, like you going out and, you having a coffee, you might want to store that one in that presentation. Not the one that goes, with, that is a powder and you can do in the moment. Because if you're in a line and you forgot to bring the freaking thermos, because you are a guy and your wife just told you several times, bring that thing, but you didn't get it because you were in the bathroom or whatever, and now you're in the freaking line and you're like, oh my God, my coffee, what the hell? That's why you want to have the ones that are in the metal container, and they are in the glove compartment, because that way you can have your coffee anytime and you will be okay. However, the ones that are powder, they will work, but at this point you are in your car, you're making the freaking line, and you don't know where the hell you're going to get, hot water to prepare that coffee. Or, where the hell are you going to get water? Because for all I know, most people don't carry any kind of water, let alone, something to make it hot when they are, in the lines. So the presentation of food is going to be important, because it will make your life easier depending upon your conditions. most people, when you are in a hurry, and you will be, because sometimes people will use, like my neighbor, we are looking for gas for him, and we just told him, hey, the line is short right now. If you go right now to get the freaking gasoline, you're probably going to make it in about 55 minutes, maybe 1 hour. But that is if he gets out of his house within the next 60 seconds. If he doesn't, oh hell, that information is out. And that information is out, that means that for every minute that you're waiting, you will have 100 cars more in the freaking line. So hell no. So you're leaving. That's why you want to have, the presentation that goes into the can, because that one you don't need prepare, you don't need anything, you have it there, and it's not going to expire. So it's good. However, the ones that are powder will work if you have, water, and you have some way of making it hot or whatever. And that's why you want to have the thermos, like the one that I show you that I have. Well, actually, the ones that is my mother's. Because if you have that one prepared at 5 a.m., every day, and somebody calls you at 2 p.m., that coffee is still going to be hot, and you can just grab it and go. So this one is kind of like a big deal if you're making freaking lines. Like I said, it's kind of like those things. Otherwise, you need a hell of a lot of cash, because people will people will sell you anything in the lines. People will sell, when you're in the line, people will sell food, coffee, cigarettes, and other things. And my second point is this one. What are you going to eat? If you are the person that eats everything healthy and with a lot of fiber and stuff, now you gotta stop. I'm sorry, but at this point, hell, for all I know, you might even want to eat plastic instead of whatever the hell makes you go to the bathroom. Because if you need to go to the bathroom, 3 times, and you're in the freaking line and you're moving your car, who the hell is going to be there with you doing it? So it's like you can't go to the bathroom. Now, a lot of people can control this thing. Quite frankly, I have no idea how the hell they do that. There are other people like me that we're kind of like, okay, we need to go, period. So it's kind of like one of those things. And if you are a woman and you have your period, and then you're hungry, and then all of these things are, going against you, and you're in a freaking line, you're going to find yourself more hungry. And at this point, like I said, if you eat anything that has fiber or anything that makes you go to the bathroom, you are going to be kind of like, my God, what the hell? Why do I have to go right now? So, by the way, this will happen because you will be very uncomfortable. And I swear to God, in the lines, there will be people that are like that, and you will be able to tell because their legs look different, and they are kind of shaking, and they are looking everywhere, and they are kind of like, my God, do I peep between between those trees or something? And there will be people that they can't hold it, so they will actually go in the middle of the tall grass, and they will poop in the middle of the tall grass with, so. Oh, hell no, this is like a big topic. So you don't want to eat anything that makes you go to the bathroom. So you want to try to actually eat something that helps you. For this, we have something that we call bala fria, as in cold bullet. You try to drink and eat something that will help you make your food inside of your body more solid, so that it takes a little bit longer to go to the bathroom. So instead of going 3 times in a day, you might be able to do it in once, or hell, for all I know, you might be able to hold it until the next day. So this one is important. Now, what kind of food do you have that is like that? If you're a person that always eats healthy and stuff like that, like I told you, you can't do that. I'm sorry. There are times in which you just need to adapt to this situation. And if your husband is the type of person that, if he's very uncomfortable about going to poop or something in the middle of a public toilet, because there will be people that are, that I swear to God, I have friends that will rather pee themselves than go into a public toilet. Because, they are kind of like, my God, oh hell no, I'm holding it until I get home. However, that might not be a choice if the freaking line is supposed to be from Friday until Tuesday. because you're not going home within 24 hours. Sometimes you will be staying there for 2 or 3 or 4 or whatever days there is, unless you already have like a group or something, and then you can trade places with somebody else and stuff like that. But that can take a while, and it will take like experience for you to do this, because this is not something that you just wake up one day and say, hey, I can do it. Oh, hell no. It takes a little bit of especially with people that are kind of shy. I mean, me? Oh, hell no, I can talk to anybody, and I don't care. But there is hell of a lot of people that are kind of like, oh my God, do I talk to them like this, or no, hell no. So it will depend upon your personality. But again, you need to go to the bathroom, and you need to find some way so that you can have food that doesn't let you go to the bathroom that fast. So that one will depend upon you. For this, you might actually want to talk to your grandmother, or your mother, or I don't know, somebody that knows about what kind of food is best when you have diarrhea, and when you want to just shut down that part of your body that it's pooping. So I don't know. I mean, there are foods that you can do that will do this for you. And you also need to have the opposite. If you have people that are too stressed and they are not drinking water, like I told you, you will have a hell of a lot of problems with hydration. But there are people like me that when they are upset, or when they are, when they are distracted, they don't eat. Oh, hell no, if I'm sick and if I'm angry, I'm not eating. Oh crap, I'm not eating. Oh hell, I can be without 2 or 3 days without eating, and oh crap, I can't eat. My mother will have to force me. So at this point, you want to have something that tastes good and also have a hell of a lot of fiber, so that you can empty your stomach and you can empty your bowels, sort of like that. Because if you are already stressed, your pooping will take a toll, and this is going to hurt your hydration process, but it will also hurt your kidneys, and it will also hurt your circulatory system, as in your heart, and it will create a hell of a lot of pressure. And then you will have a hell of a lot of problems with your stomach, because your stomach is the center that handles stress. So if you are eating things that do not have fiber and do not help you eliminate toxins from your body, then your stomach is upset. Your stomach is not doing that for you. So basically, you may be pooping, but that may not be enough to get rid of whatever the hell is inside your body. And this is going to be a problem, because you will create, people that are fat and stuff like that, even though that they're eating properly. And you will also have acne, like me. You will have, more allergies and everything, because your body is too stressed to handle the toxin part. So at this point, you need to help your body with a hell of a lot of fiber, because that's the only way that, you're going to be able to poop properly, especially when it comes to handling problems like diarrhea and problems like you being not able to poop. Oh hell, in terms of crisis, you will have two types of people. The people that will poop like crazy, meaning they will have diarrhea and stuff because their stress levels, act them like that. And then there are the other ones that are going like me. You just can't. You just don't eat. Don't go to the bathroom. Don't do anything. You start drinking some things that are hot, and then your kidneys start to go weird and whatever. So you gotta figure out which way you go, because it will depend upon your personal relationship with food. So at this point, you want to have fiber, like something that will help you. Oh, by the way, especially elderly. My God, oh crap. If you have a grandmother or a grandfather, you might need to ask them, did you go to the bathroom? Did you pee? Did you drink enough water? Because elderly They never drink any kind of water. That's why they have so many problems. And they also never go to the freaking bathroom. Why? Well, because like I told you, we have two ways of dealing with these. One is not pooping, and one is pooping like insane. Like you're going crazy, like diarrhea and stuff. So you need to be able to handle your food so that it helps in either situation. And it is one of those topics that, nobody tells you. You just kind of handle it. And if you do not know anything about, what kind of food you're supposed to be eating that will help you not poop, then, because, come on, when was the last time that somebody says, hey, are you pooping? Yeah, unless you're talking to a kid. If you're talking to a kid, the kid might be like, Mom, I poop nicely. Oh, crap. Oh, by the way, and they will scream those things when you have visits. So, oh, crap. But thank God they're kids, and it's going to be nice. Because, the adults are going to laugh like hell. And at this point, you also want to try to avoid foods that make you fart a lot. Especially if you're going to go to a freaking line. So, nobody seems to be able to, hell, I have had friends that can't talk about this topic with their husbands. And I have guys that can't talk about this with their girlfriends and people, because come on, who the hell wants to talk about food for pooping? So, oh crap, I'm going to stop this video, and then I'm going to let you know that I am cheering for you when you are talking to your partner about this, because that is a conversation that, yeah, it's kind of like you're really, really, really looking forward to it, right? Like, honey, what food should I prepare you so that you don't fart? Yeah, good luck with that.